Hi everyone. I wanted to jump in here and just share the importance of looking at these things between narcissism and being an empath, and what's the point? What's the point to go through such hurt like that, and to have it feel like an actual punishment and a personal attack on your essence, your you. And what I have come to the conclusion that the blessing of those situations is we get to look at our unhealed wounds. We get to look at our shadows and our deepest insecurities and our shit that we've still got to look at and heal. So, because until we do, we will be susceptible to people like that coming in and just having a dig and a personal attack on you and yourself for just being yourself. And so I just wanted to put this because I know it can be really bloody devastating, to say the least, when something like this happens, and it's hard to recover from. And so understanding the why, it's part of your spiritual growth and spiritual assignment to have this person have that whatever, that mirror up close and personal, that you really do get to see your stuff. And it's not to go and then hide because you have those things. Everybody has those things. Everybody has stuff that they need to heal. Everybody has trauma. Everybody has past pain. So everybody has insecurities. So it's up to us as our individual self and our soul, as our journey through life, to look at these things and make peace and look at these things. Like, Eminem, if anyone's seen 8 Mile, like Eminem, like when he got up there to battle, after he crumbled, when he got up there to battle, he fucking just rocked everything about himself, and he picked the shit out of himself, and so the guy was had nothing to say because he fucking knew it, so he stood up and owned, all those parts that he was just about to take a stab at. So learn to, know your wounds, know your chinks in your armor, know your weaknesses, and fucking know your strengths. So, know your gifts, know your talents. So when these things arise, no, this isn't about you, and come away, but come away and do some work. Come away and have a look at these things that might be still a little bit present to the world and still sort of wearing them on our sleeves. It's a visible chink in our armor. And chinks in our armor aren't a negative thing, but it's what people do with those things when they witness it. So anyways, more to be shared on this, but a situation that has just recently been brought to the forefront in my life has just made me have a flashback of all of these scenarios. And unfortunately, if you've got a parent that something doesn't quite sit right, that there was a lot of controlism and there was a lot of clashing, a lot of put down, a lot of, throwing under the bus, all of those things, a lot of discounting, devaluing, put down, then you want to look at mother or father wounds as well and cut these cords, make peace with your parents. It wasn't your parents' fault. It wasn't your parents' fault how your grandparents were to them, and it wasn't your fault, it wasn't their fault how their grandparents or parents were to them, your great-grandparents. So it just is what it is. But if it's part of your story and part of your lineage, then these are the things that we need to look at to make a change and make a better change for safety for ourselves, and to just, be happy in our skin again and be joyful and surround ourselves with loving, supportive people, and remember what that feels like. And that's where self-care and self-love is almost compulsory for your protection, because when you're doing these things, when you've got your back, when you're filling your cup, then you can sort of know what that actually feels like, what a calm nervous system feels like, and you know when you're in the presence of somebody else that's rocking that against you. Okay? All right, happy healing. Be in touch.